Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Corning Sports Report Live. I'm your owner, operator, Andy Earls here, or maybe it's Corning News Report, more like it. Obviously, our sports has gone away for the time being. Live here at the house, Keuland, Missouri. I just want to go over a few things here. Excited about something I want to announce as well. Also mention a few things as well that's going on around Corning, and some things for the small businesses as well that we've been working on and trying. Good William Swint says, sounds good on this. And appreciate you all for tuning in. We got a ton of people that's already jumping on board here. Got a lot to talk about, so please stick with me here if you can. Going to get to a few things here. I'm going to fix some things on this end over here. I apologize, guys. I'm going to go through a few things here. But I got some exciting stuff to talk about. Right now, I think it's a good time since everything's kind of died down sports-wise to mention. This is something I've been working on for a few years, and I put out a few feelers there for a while here recently about it, and everyone seemed to be on board with it. I think it's something that needs to happen in Corning, and it's something that's going to happen now. So I want to mention to everybody what we've got coming up. I'll just put the big logo up here. Made a little logo for it and everything for you. So this right here, Corning High School Sports Hall of Fame. That's right, folks. We're going to have a Corning High School Sports Hall of Fame. Next year will be the first year of it. Let everybody know, get everybody excited. Next year will be the first year for the Corning High School Sports Hall of Fame. I'm going to kind of run the show as a part of Growing Corning Together and also the Pride Booster Club. I'm going to run the show there, and I've got a lot of different stuff. I've called several different schools, not only around us, but even away from us, to kind of get an idea of how these things are ran, how it should be ran, stuff of that nature. So really excited about that. Cannot wait. Corning Sports Hall of Fame. You know, there's so many old people out there that still have these stories right now about these older players, the older generations, and we don't want to lose that. So the sooner the better. You know, there's a lot of good players from the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, and we're starting to kind of lose those stories from those folks, you know, as more people kind of come and go, unfortunately. And this is something that probably should have been done a long time ago, but it's going to be done next year. How it's going to work, just to let everybody know, very, very simple. We're going to have a selection committee, a Hall of Fame board, if you will. I've already got 5. I'm going to have 7 total. I'm going to have a couple of females on there. We're going to have some older generation, some newer generation. And what we're going to do every year is we're going to ask the fans to nominate a Corning High School Hall of Fame player, and you're going to mail that nomination in. You'll mail that nomination in to us, and we'll get that. We'll keep them sealed. We won't open those things until the committee meets once a year to vote on these. We'll bring all the envelopes of all of the nominations, and the only rules is that they have to be graduated at least 10 years before this in order to be eligible for the Hall of Fame. Every year we'll induct 3 athletes, and then also every year you'll have an option for 1 coach and 1 distinguished service member. Maybe just turn the mic up just a bit. Okay, well, we can do that. I got my buddy Colton. Colton's back home, and he's our tech guru, so we'll turn the mic up just a little bit there. Again, Corning Sports Hall of Fame, very, very excited about it, extremely excited about it. That right there is coming next year. Again, I've got a selection committee, a board, if you will, of about 5 people so far. I'm going to grab 2 more to make it 7, and I can't wait. That's going to be really, really exciting. We're going to give the inductee, obviously, their own plaque, and then we'll have a big plaque that we'll engrave on it and hopefully keep somewhere in the school somewhere. I don't know if it's in the gym, maybe where the trophy room is, somewhere where it can be seen and their accomplishments can be seen, and I know it'll be kind of an exciting thing for them. So hopefully you don't lose me here, folks. My signal strength over there is really, really going down, so hopefully you don't lose me. But, again, we're kind of in rural Keuland, Missouri here, so that's the first thing I wanted to mention, something kind of exciting. A Sports Hall of Fame. You know, there's a lot of towns that have this, even around us, and so I'm really, really excited about that, getting that going. We're going to, like I said, the committee and the selection board, different age groups, because we want to get everybody from back in the day, and I also want to get some people, obviously it's a little bit fresher, that know some people in the, 80s, 90s, and of course 2000s, and it's 2021 next year, so classes 2010 and back will be obviously eligible. 2011 and back will be eligible, so that'll be next year. We'll have a banquet for it as well, just like we have for our kind of like our Nolan Richardson thing coming up, like we did last year for Clint Steiner. It'll be a little bit less. It won't be near as a hefty price for those tables and stuff, and give these inductees an opportunity to speak during that as well. So really, really neat thing there. We got so many people tuning in with us. David Black, you're awesome. Keep doing great things for your community. Thank you, David. We appreciate you, buddy. David Black's over at Newport. Cable 15 TV does a fantastic job, and we appreciate him. Man, look at all you guys on right now. I want y'all to engage with me, too. If you got anything going on interesting, let me know. Hey, guys, one thing real quick, too. While I can remember, let's all say a prayer for Mr. Ronnie Jones, the Silver Fox. I mean, we are Corning Sports Report, and that guy's been with our sports programs for a good 30 years, I believe, starting next year. He's going through some troubles. I won't mention details. That's not fair or just of me. But just know Ronnie Jones, the Silver Fox, could use your thoughts, your prayers, your good vibes right now. He's going through something kind of scary. So let's all be there for Ronnie. Kind of, if you see him in town, give him a hug. If you get a chance, call him. Just kind of cheer him up. He's in kind of a rough spot right now. Debbie Hill says, just watched Nettleton the other day of 2009. Says Debbie. We appreciate Diane Taylor, Judy Miller, Jen Allen, all kinds of people. All right, guys, we got a stream coming up this Sunday, okay? And I want y'all to be a part of it. Anybody that has ever lived in Corning, Arkansas, I want you guys to be a part of it, and here's why. It's going to be kind of neat. We got a local historian, or at least I call him historian. He probably wouldn't call himself a historian. I think he's a local history buff. And it is Drew Calhoun, as you see right there on the screen. It's going to be a trip down memory lane with Drew Calhoun. We've got a bunch of hot spots of historic places and really neat stories that we're going to essentially take this stream on the road if we can. I've got a cat up here with me. I apologize. I'm trying to catch a cat from knocking over the equipment. We're going to take a trip down memory lane in Corning, Arkansas, and we're going to see some pretty neat stuff and some old historic stuff, and talk about the stories behind them and stories behind the city of Corning as well. A lot of neat stuff. That's coming this Sunday. Again, that's going to be Drew Calhoun. That cat is still up there. What are you doing, buddy? Get down. Come on now. Get out of here. Anyways, so again, that's going to be really cool. So anybody, old buildings that, Hop Alley, downtown, Huddle Plaza, some different stories, a lot of different stuff that he's got. He's done a fantastic job behind the scenes of trying to preserve a lot of this stuff too. So that is Sunday. This Sunday, we're going to try to do it sometime before noon if we can, or right around noon. On that, so that'll be exciting. That'll be a lot of fun, and we're going to do it. We're going to take our stream mobile. We're going to try to do it in a van. I don't know how that'll work with our signal, but we're going to find out. It's going to be kind of fun, so we want you to tune in and really engage on that one too. Also, Sunday when we do that, talking about all this stuff going on right now, and of course our small businesses in Corning are really getting hit hard right now, and I hate it. It's unfortunate. Maybe they're holding up, maybe they're not, I don't know. I went around and checked on a lot of them today. Just know I'm with you guys. I'm working some stuff behind the scenes. I'm trying to help out the best I can. I'll talk about one here in just a second. But Sunday when I do that stream, if you guys want free service, won't charge you a thing for this. We're going to come by your place if you'll let us know in the comments here, or get a hold of me. We'll come by and we'll do a stream of your company there, and you can talk about what you have going on, what you have set up because of all this stuff that's going on. I know I talked to several different people today, business-wise, and if you guys want to get seen, we'll on our little trip down memory lane, we'll stop by your business, give you guys 5-10 minutes to talk and tell what you have and what's going on, and let people know you're still open. We want our town to thrive, and unfortunately right now we're kind of in survive mode, it seems like, and it's unfortunate. It's nobody's fault. We're just kind of handcuffed, obviously. But so if you're a business in town and you want us to stop by and you're open Sunday, please let us know, because we will. I promise you we'll stop by. We'll give you some live stream time there. I know we get typically a ton of views on here, so more than welcome to be a part of that. We would love to have you, whatever you got going on, whether if it's sit-down restaurant, if you're legacy equipment, if you're Goodman Drug, whoever, anybody. just let us know, holler at us, and Sunday we'll stop by and we'll check in with you, and more than welcome to do whatever you need to do. Speaking of those small businesses, working some stuff on the back end here, trying to help out. We finally met another guy from Fayetteville. We worked really hard on this, but Robert Mann, I don't know if he's on tonight or not, but we worked really, really hard on bashing, not necessarily bashing, but more like bugging and harassing Tom Cotton and some other people until he got the state of Arkansas on a disaster list. Once Arkansas gets on this disaster list, the Small Business Administration can then start releasing some government funds in the sanction of loans, in the way of loans for small businesses in America and in Arkansas now, since it's on the disaster list. So we finally got that done. They are loans; they're not handouts, unfortunately. There's been talk that they may forgive the loans. Who knows? I'm not anything political. I don't know how that stuff works, but the loans will be at a low interest rate. There's little screening, as my understanding. There's a lot of paperwork, but if you get that paperwork in, I'm pretty sure that loan's going to come to you the way I've been told. So if you're a small business, and my understanding is it employed under 500 people. I've got a long email. I'll show it to any small business that wants it. I mentioned to some of them today. It's through sba.gov. Go on there, but you got to have your ducks in a row. There's a ton of paperwork. I went on there earlier just pretending CSR needed it just to see what it was like, and it's a lot of paperwork. So get that ready. And again, there's been talk they may forgive that loan if it's given for payroll and for other things that you can prove. You'll have to prove that stuff, though, obviously. So that's SBA.gov. So if you're a small business owner in Arkansas, check that out, SBA.gov. And while we're on here, too, we got several of you on right now: Nick Green, Joshua Moore, Crystal Lucas, Verna Godwin, Mary Martin, Jerry Songer, Rhonda Turner, Jessica McKinney. We appreciate y'all. Matthew Willard, thank you, sir. Darren Johnson, Cindy Spence, Tasha Kay, Nathan Oxner, Linda Johnson. While you're on here, too, just something that we offer as, people just think we just stream sports, and that's it because we're recording Sports Report. But we wanted to expand down the road and wasn't really planning on doing it this soon, but there's a lot of stuff going on out there right now that people want to see that they can't see because of the CDC and different regulations that states are putting on them. If you got something out there that you want streamed, I don't care what it is. If it's a work conference call, if it's some kind of meeting, if it's a town function, if you're in one of our local towns close to us, and it's a function that you want or you want the word getting out there, if you're a local mayor or anything, church, if you got a Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night church session and you don't want large gatherings and you want them streamed, holler at us. Crazy as it sounds, funerals, visitations, I know that sounds maybe a little creepy, but it's being done at a lot of places and they're being asked to do it right now. So not only that, but concerts. I mean, if there's a concert that was normally going to happen that can't happen now because of large gatherings, holler at us. We'd love to help out in any way that we can with all that. So again, we do that, and we'd love to help out, especially during a time like this, and especially anything local. So just holler at us. We'd love to help with that. Also, our company, we're actually helping a guy right now way down in Dumas, Arkansas, building a website for him, and also building a company logo for him. So we do a little bit of everything. We, host and design and create these websites for companies and people, and we can do that for you as well. So if that's something you want done now, down the road, whenever, just let us know. We've done event flyers for different events, kind of behind the scenes. We've done some company logos as well behind the scenes, but probably need to start getting that out there to people, let them know that we do that. We've been so busy with other things that we hadn't had time to really advertise that as much, but that is something we do. We're a multimedia company, so I want to mention that as well. Also earlier, something, again, this is probably not my spot to mention this, but as Jim Malloy says, stream a local church would be great. Hey, we'd love to. Any church is local, I promise. We'd love to. Matter of fact, the first one is even on me. I promise. It's on me just to help out the local community. I want to help out any way I can. Speaking of, I know there's been a lot of, I don't know if the right word is panic or not, but a good buddy of mine from Poplar Bluff who works for the radio station was given some information today from the Poplar Bluff Police Department, and they had mentioned Clay County as being a possible positive case of coronavirus. I don't know. I don't. But there's no reason to panic over this. I know everyone's kind of, they've kind of gone crazy over that. There's nothing official that I've seen anywhere at all. I don't know if that's misinformation from the Poplar Bluff Police Department, but one of the things I just want to tell you is, number one, not to panic, and number two, don't get on to Frankie for that, because he's a good man. He simply has a job, and all he was doing was, redirecting, relaying the information that he was given. He works for a company. They tell him to stream this and get this information out there because it's needed. It's needed right now in a time like this. And this entity, whoever, Popular Police Department, they tell him something. He's going off of that. Obviously, he trusts them, and like anybody else would, I would too. And so don't get on to him. I've heard a couple people upset at him, and there's no reason to be that. He's a good dude, and, again, he was just reporting what he was told, and he was doing what he was told to do. But, again, there's nothing that I can see official anywhere. Not to say that it won't happen, obviously. This stuff is obviously spreading, but I don't want anybody panicking overnight and going crazy. There's no reason for that. So I just want to get that out there. Again, for those that are just tuned in with us, if you don't mind, I have Ronnie Jones, the Silver Fox as we call him. Have him in your thoughts and prayers. He's going through a really tough time right now. Mr. Jones, I won't mention what that is, but either way, I won't say that it's not fair, but I know he's going through a really rough time. He could really use your thoughts and good vibes and prayers sent his way. So if you guys don't mind, we'd sure appreciate that. Going through a lot. So, again, we mentioned the Corning Hall of Fame. Excited about that. That's coming next year. You can, guys, if y'all want to go ahead and start sending nominations right now, that'd be awesome. Mail your nominations in. You can mail them in to me for the time being until we find a different place. But and we're going to keep them unopened until the committee meets. But my address is 202 Northwest 4th Street, Corning, Arkansas. Send them there. Put Corning Hall of Fame on there. That's going to happen. We're going to make it happen next year, so really excited about that. Again, the stream Sunday. If you're a local business in Corning and you want to be heard and seen, we won't charge you a thing. We're going to do our local historian and kind of a trip down memory lane stream with Drew Calhoun. We'll stop by your business if you'd love to get your word out there and let people know that you're still open. Let people know that you what you're doing with all this and how it's affecting you. Whatever you need to do, just holler at us, let us know. We'll stop by and let you kind of get that out of there. So, also, this is really exciting too. We're going to start doing something a little different since we don't have any sports going on. We're going to try to find a way to get you engaged with streaming with us. We're going to start doing every Friday night a Friday night game night. Look, I'm not a gamer, okay? I'll be honest with you. I'm not a gamer. I'm not very good at that stuff, but I'm going to become one for you guys, for y'all's entertainment. So every Friday night, we are going to stream us playing some kind of different game, but I want y'all to get involved. We're going to do it online. My understanding is you can actually play each other online, and if you'll jump online with us and play whatever game we're playing, we can actually do it together on the live stream. And we can kind of talk some trash on the comments, whatever you want to do. It'd be a lot of fun. So I don't know what game we're going to play or even what console Friday night, but we're going to discuss that. We're going to figure that out, but that's kind of exciting. So from now on, Friday nights, we're going to try to get everybody kind of involved and have a little fun because I love competition. And I'm not a gamer, but I love competition. And I promise you, we're going to bring it, baby. We're going to bring it. We're going to get our best CSR Redline guys, and we're going to bring the kitchen sink, baby. So y'all be ready for that. We'll try to announce what console and game, We may even ask y'all, actually, if y'all have any specific console or games, let us know. Maybe we can try to get that and have a little fun with you. So do that. Talk today about a possible building in Corning that is available, and we want to get something in there that's going to be really, really good as far as business to help grow Corning. But the old Basler building, there is a kind of 3-4 owners kind of together, but they've talked, and I've talked to them, and they're okay with trying to do what's best for the town. And if it's going to grow the town, if it's going to help Corning out, they don't mind doing kind of a rent-free, kind of go at it, have at it type of thing. Basler is a very, very big building. In fact, it is, I'll give you the exact measurements of it. That building is 37,500 square feet. Again, Basler building is the old Basler building, right across from the Clay County Courier, right beside the nursing home, and right across the street, or same side of the street as Herald Implement, or other side of the street, I should say. 37,500 square feet is the size of that building. If anybody knows any kind of, there is some things that, it's kind of a low ceiling, probably a 10, 12-foot ceiling because of the light fixtures, how they come down and stuff, but a lot of room in there, a ton of offices up front too. It's all air-conditioned. I've seen the air ducts going through everywhere. There's a couple different ports there to bay and dock into. for big trucks. So if we can find something that y'all guys think might be able to go in there and help grow this community, I'll relay that to the owners, and maybe we can get everybody in contact with each other and see if we can make that happen. They want to grow Corning, the owners do, that own that building, the four that do. And it's awesome. I think that's fantastic that they want to do that. So you guys be thinking, if y'all can think of anybody. I know I've had a couple of contacts on the side. I've been working for other stuff. I'll get a hold of as well. So Jim Lewis says Clay County, Missouri, not Arkansas. Pam Lowe is watching. We appreciate you, Pam. Jimmy Leach. Teresa Gray says yes, Missouri has a Greene County as well. Felicia Durham, Debbie Hill says, give your address again, please. Yeah. So for nominations for the Corning Sports Hall of Fame, okay, we'll put that up there again. I don't have an official logo yet, so I just kind of halfway made one, so don't laugh at me, please. That's it right there. I did decent. At least I spelled everything right, so that's always good. But, yeah, mail in your nominations to me at 202 Northwest 4th Street, Corning, Arkansas, 72422. Again, I won't open those nominations until me and the committee get together, we talk, and that way it's fair. That way there's nothing fishy going on there. Andy's prior family had issues with his family, and I bet he just ripped it up. No, that ain't going to happen, okay? We're going to keep them unsealed. We'll meet up, have a meeting, and we'll vote on, again, anywhere from 3 to 5. 3 athletes every year, 1 distinguished service member, and 1 coach a year. Now, at least 3 is going to get in every year because of the athletes. If we can't, I'm sure we'll find distinguished service members and coaches, but after so long, you're going to run out of coaches, obviously, because coaches have a longer tenure. You have a lot more players and things of that nature. So, Debbie, again, that's 202 Northwest 4th Street, Corning, Arkansas, 72422, Corning Sports Hall of Fame. We're going to do a high school sports Hall of Fame, and again, that's going to start next year. Does anybody have any questions, anything at all? Anything they want to talk about? Who do we have on right now? George Zayas is Corning Sports Studios. I like it. That's good. I'm going to stick with that. I was saying Corning News Report now, it seems like, more than the sports report. But, George, I don't know if you're a gamer or not, but we're going to do a little Friday night game night and try to do some online gaming. So, if you got any games you'd like to play, let us know. I know you're kind of a boxing guy. We don't mind doing a little boxing against you on live stream. So, but anyways, I'm going to check the YouTube real quick, and I'm going to check the other the Redline media, make sure no one doesn't have any questions before we get off here. Again, if you're just tuning in with us, go through a few of these right now. This is going to be the stream Sunday right here. Really excited about that. Again, if you're a small business in town, let us know. We want to get with you, and during that stream we can stop by and check on you, and you can mention anything you need to mention. Okay, on the Redline we have there. So Hannah, my future soon-to-be stepdaughter, has a question. She's raising her hand. Do what? What did you say? Why do I look like Darryl Waltrip? I don't. Let's get the camera back on me. Do I look like Darryl Waltrip?
Like with the headset.
With the headset? I do look like Darryl Waltrip. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. We've got Joey Reed says, do you know Corning football schedule for next year? Joey, I don't know the schedule like in hey, what date are we going to play this team? Obviously, typically the conference goes from home to away, typically. But I do know that the non-conference is going to be Yellville Summit, Cave City, and Salem. And Salem was so tough this year, man. I know they're a 2A school, but my goodness, they are really tough. So, Joey, Yellville Summit, from my understanding, Cave City, and also Salem. Again, Salem, very, very tough. Dalton Hollingsworth's on there from Erie, Pennsylvania. Andy, the virus is hitting us here hard. I'm jobless for at least a month. Man, I hate to hear that, Dalton. I really do. Man, if there's anything we can do to help, please holler at us. Dalton says, sounds fun. Dalton has a PS4 MLB The Show 20. Hey, I'm okay with that. I don't mind. All right, that's our other Facebook. I'm going to check our YouTube real quick, make sure we don't have anybody on there. Again, Dalton's talking about this right here, folks. This Friday night game night, we're going to start streaming. We're going to start streaming some online gaming with you guys is what we're going to start doing, and you guys are more than welcome to jump in. All right, we got Joey Reed on there too, so I think we've got that covered. I'll go back to the Corning Sports Report here as well. There we go. All right. Sorry, guys, I did this so late. This was kind of an impromptu deal here. We just had a lot to feel like we needed to talk about. So, again, share this feed, let everybody know. George Zayas do live events through Redline and stream them live. Hey, George, we talked about that earlier about doing conference calls. I don't know if it's the sheriff or the mayor or whoever needs to get something out, any health departments, any hospitals locally need to get something out, get the word out, weddings, churches, and as crazy as it sounds, funerals, visitations, concerts, anything you need, we'd love to help. Again, we do websites and graphic design, logos, flyers, whatever we need. Judy Miller says, I need to see that Sunday. My kids are making me stay home. Actually, yeah, tune in with us if you don't mind. What's everybody doing tonight? Anybody got any movies they're watching or anything? Any board games at home? It's about past my bedtime right now, so I know what I'm doing as soon as I get this thing off. I got to work tomorrow. I'm shutting her off and hitting the sack. So, guys, again, share this feed if you don't mind. Small Businesses Sunday, let us know. We will stop by on that stream that we're doing for the town. We will stop by there. Again, if anybody knows about the Basler building, that maybe a company that would want to go in there, the people, that one of the folks that owns it are very, very close, and they have the keys. They let me in there today. We looked around, took some pictures. So if you know someone that wants to go by and check it out, that may be interested in putting a business in there, let me know. I'll get a hold of them, and we'll try to get all together. As long as it's going to grow the town, I think they're okay doing it without even rent free. I think they're okay doing that. So, from my understanding today. So, again, guys, Ronnie Jones, keep him your thoughts, your prayers. Man, I appreciate all you guys. We got so many on tonight. We appreciate that for a late stream that has nothing to do with sports and me yapping. So, I'm gonna get off here. I don't see anything else, any other questions or anything. So. Guys, appreciate you. Again, Sunday we'll have a stream, and then every Friday we're going to start having a stream as well. And, again, if you're a local business needing to get the word out, holler at us, let us know. We'd love to help. So, guys, appreciate everybody. Hey, stay safe. Let's have a good night. And, as always, go Cats.